Hi guys, it's Jess. Welcome to my channel. I do mental health and spirituality, and I'm here to tell you about an appointment I had at where I get my care for my mental health. And I was looking into DBT, and I had an appointment to go through the criteria of DBT. And apparently I didn't meet the criteria, so I have to see another psychologist. But apparently um, over this last year, I've done a lot of growing, and my BPD hasn't been as bad. I knew it wasn't. I knew my relationships were stable. Um, I just wasn't experiencing as much. And so for the first part, we had to go on the computer and do a bunch of stuff on the computer and answer questions on the computer so they could see how they could help me or help us. There's other people in the room. And then the other part was meeting with someone that day and going over things, going over the criteria for BPD and going through the traits and stuff like that. And I was just honest. I knew there was a chance that, like, I didn't think maybe that I could just have the traits. I thought maybe like I was a little worried that I wouldn't get into DBT. And she didn't call me when she said she was going to. I did that in a previous video. I think I had mentioned that. She didn't call me when she said she was going to, and I had seen my nurse in person, and she said, "No, I'm going to look into this," and it was looked into. And finally she called me today and said, like, we need you to meet with a psychologist for the community psychiatry, the borderline personality disorder clinic, because we need to do an evaluation. She says, because you didn't meet the criteria for the DBT or like to BPD. Where I live, you have to have the full BPD to do DBT. And so I might just have the traits now going on. And let me tell you, I have learned so much in this last year. The power of words and what they mean, and even perception and people's perception. And just my perception has changed on life. And even psychiatrists, they're there to help you, but even then, like, sometimes there's just their perception, and it's just what they're taught. And I have felt a lot more freedom with my BPD. I have not been suffering like I used to. I do have bipolar going on, and that's another thing she said was my bipolar. It seemed to be that my mood changes were to do with my bipolar, not my BPD, and I wasn't meeting that criteria. And they just wanted to go in more in depth to see what what they can do to help me to see if I can get into DBT. Now, let me tell you, DBT is a lot of work, and I realized that, and I wanted to do it, and I still kind of want to, but at the same time, I'm kind of relieved at the same time that I won't have to do it. So, I mean, it's ultimately my choice. I can decide, but if the opportunity comes up, I'm going to at least try. That's what I'm telling myself right now, at least. Um, so, but the power of words and our perception on words and what they mean to us is just amazing. And these last few days, I've just been writing a lot, and it's been great. So give me a thumbs up and subscribe.